Hadley says, given your financial problems all the time, do you wish you could have done something different besides streaming? Let's make this clear. It's not financial problems. It's the fact that because I'm a full-time streamer, it's not consistent income. It could change in the snap of fingers, right? I was doing, last year was going really well. And then this whole find a way to gift memberships for a penny really has hurt me this year. Okay. That's not, oh, you have financial problems. It has nothing to do with me. It's just the situation of being a streamer. Your income can fluctuate because of shit like that. Okay. But here's the thing. You say, this is what people say all the time too. Oh, you know, being a content creator on the internet or being a streamer, it doesn't make sense because it's just not safe. It's not consistent. It's not guaranteed. Wouldn't you rather have a salary job where you know exactly what you're going to make and how it's going to go? Well, yeah, except for the fact that, hilariously, that's not stable either. It's the illusion of stability just so people don't just freak out. In reality, it's much like everything in life. It's an illusion of safety to make you not be nervous all the time and be complacent. I've worked jobs where I had a salary. I worked at that helicopter company for 4.5 years. I busted my ass. I was getting commendations at the job, awards for going above and beyond. I was being presented in the front of all the employees of the building. Okay? And then in a few months, they laid me off. It doesn't matter. There is absolutely no 100% safety or stability in life in anything. It is an illusion. All right? Are there some jobs where it could be considered more stable? Yes, but there is absolutely no guaranteed stability at all. I would argue the only way that you can be stable in that regard is to end up becoming filthy rich. Because once you reach a certain level of wealth, it doesn't matter what you do for the rest of your life, you're set. And a lot of people, you know, look at people up in upper positions and see that that's what I want to be. But you have to understand that's you're never going to attain that by hard work. You're just not. That's not how life works, right? For all of us here in the middle or lower, we're at a level where this is where we're going to be for the rest of our lives. We just have to accept it, all right? And you just do the best with what you do, whether that is a construction worker's job, busting his ass to build a building, whether it's a banker who sits there as a teller, pumping out money and cash and checks, whether it's someone who does an internet-based programming job, whether it's a content creator like me pumping out videos, streams, and playing games, whatever it is. You know, it's that grind and it's that business and it's that work, but there's no stability in any of it. At any moment, you could lose your job and there's nothing you can do whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? If I had known that I was going to have financial instability in this job, would I have done another job? Probably not. Why? Because there's a difference between loving what you do and having instability versus literally doing a job just for a paycheck and still having the same instability. You see? When I worked at the helicopter company, at first I liked what I did, and then they overworked me, underpaid me, and didn't appreciate me, and then laid me off. So was it really worth the 4.5 years of stress? No, it wasn't. That was 4.5 wasted years of my life that they squandered because they misused me as an employee. Now that I get to operate my own business, this is much better. This is, like I said, this is absolutely the best job, the absolute best job that I've done in my, in so long. So no, I wouldn't change that. Even knowing the financial instabilities I've had, I still think this is the best job I've ever done. Oh, Hadley, I would not say that. Hadley says, doesn't everyone just do the job for a paycheck? No. No. Not everyone just does a job for a paycheck. I do this job because I love games. I love social interaction. That's why I do it. And then if I can make money doing it, great. I did YouTube videos as a hobby for 2.5 years and never monetized a single one of them. I just did it for the love of it. Then I stumbled into doing it as a job in 2011. But I made videos from 2008, 9, and 10. I got popular in 2010 before I made $1 on a video. There you go. Tiak says, yeah, not if you love what you do. People who hate their jobs just can't relate. And you know what? That's not me talking down to anyone who doesn't like their job. I have 1,000,000% been there in my life where I've had jobs that I just did them for the money because you have to. You have to get by. You have to provide for yourself. You have to provide for your family. You have to do what's right, right? So even if you go to work every day and you trudge it out, you know what? You deserve massive props and respect if you bust your ass for a job you don't care for because you want to provide for yourself and those around you. You get kudos and respect from me because that's a hard thing to fucking do, to push yourself through something you just don't like because you know you have to do it. You're basically living up to your responsibility, and that's a good thing. That's discipline, right? That's a very good thing in modern society to have that level of discipline. Excuse me. And then you got an idiot like Raven who says, here's a quote from Phil, if I wasn't getting paid, I wouldn't be playing this game. You're right, I'd be playing other games that I like more. So what's your point? Dingus, you have none. Good job trying to nitpick a statement out of context and make me look bad when it doesn't apply to the situation. You're just an idiot. Congrats on publicly embarrassing yourself on my stream. Okay, any last minute stuff, guys? Any last minute questions or anything here? No, see, I'm not banning him because I would like to see him say something else and embarrass himself further. Why ban him? Let's let the clown show continue.